I host a hip hop show.
I listened to it.
Thank you, thank you. It's The Message. I don't know if you listen to that one, but it takes about 25 minutes to edit a 5-minute hip hop song and make sure there's no curse words or anything. So for my show, about 14 songs is an hour. It's a 2-hour show. So anywhere from 8 to 11 hours of my week is spent programming the show that I love and others love.
Right.
This is uncompensated. What I want to know is, what are you doing to make sure that people know that we still exist, and why are people still considering us dead? I go on the street and I tell, oh, I work at WRAS, and they're like, oh yeah, I used to listen to that. I thought you guys were dead. I thought, GPB killed you. And I want to know why there's this big perception of us as being extinct.
I don't know that I can answer the question about why there's a perception, although as we know, people will often read news articles and hear word on the street and they get it wrong. I can tell you for a fact, Ricky Bevington in the back of the room is our All Things Considered host. That's the show that leads into the 7 o'clock when we switch back to album 88. Every single evening, she promotes the music coming up. Stay tuned in 10 minutes. We've got an evening of music from album 88, whether she's promoting, specific shows or whatever. In terms of the half-hour program that is promised and is in the contract, I've had multiple meetings with Bryce and Elena and some of the folks at WRAS. I've actually been in the house over there, and we've talked about it. And it's meant to be a student-led program, and so the students have to lead it. Bryce is aware of that, and we've had conversations about what format that could take. We've also had multiple conversations in the fall about getting produced promos, and I don't know if that's trickled down to you or not.
Oh yes, we worked on those, definitely.
Okay, they haven't been presented to us. So as soon as we can get them, we would love to put the promos for your shows on GPB from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's just a basic concept of promotion. We don't want people to think it's 7 o'clock, even our audience that's tuning to us for news and talk, we don't want them to think, look, we go off the air at 7 o'clock. Because there is some great Velvet Morning, great program. There's some great shows on WRAS that we want them to be aware of. But there's not much we can say without getting the content from the show hosts at WRAS. So I'm thrilled to hear that you guys have those done. We'll have to circle back around. I'll actually be on campus on Thursday, so maybe I'll drop by and see Bryce.
Okay, cool. I just want us to work together because we are sharing the same.
I agree completely.
So yeah, it just doesn't need to be a situation where the Cubs are feeding off the scraps.
I agree completely, and I started in college radio myself. I absolutely agree. One of the things that has come up repeatedly is what are we doing in terms of having interns at the station. And I think we have 9 interns this semester. One of them from last semester actually got a job offer at a public radio station in the Midwest, in the Quad Cities, which was really, really exciting to be a reporter. So I think that that's happening as well. You want to come over and hang out at GPB?
To be completely honest, ma'am,
yeah.
Not a lot of us want to enter that.
Yeah, no,
So that's one. So another thing is, it would be cool if we could get some of our drive time back. Because as you said, trends are leaning toward, people not having radios inside their homes. People usually only listen to the radio inside their car. So when you take 5 to 7, that's drive time. That's breakfast, that's driving to work, that's driving to lunch, that's driving home from work. So if you give us hours where people are usually home already, then we're not getting a lot of exposure. And if the HD2 channel is such an asset, as you guys said, how come you guys aren't doing any online streaming?
We do online streaming.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, actually we have 4 online streams. We have our Atlanta signal, we have our Macon signal, our Savannah signal, and our statewide network. So yeah, we have 4 online streams for streaming for GPB.
You could also do that during the drive time.
So we're going to do one last question.